Christopher Plummer stars in the new Ridley Scott directed film, All the Money in the World. We're rolling film right now. What's up? It's Russell here at How's Hollywood Reviews, and if you guys haven't, go ahead and click that subscribe button, bell notification icon. You get notified anytime I drop a new movie review, trailer review, anything new, you guys will get notified, so go ahead and do that. Also, don't forget to like and comment after the video. Today I'm going to be reviewing All the Money in the World. It is rated R with a runtime of 2 hours and 12 minutes. It's directed by Ridley Scott, and it stars Michelle Williams, Christopher Plummer, Mark Wahlberg, and Charlie Plummer. A little bit of backstory about this film. This film originally was going to star, I'm sure as you guys all know, Kevin Spacey. And Kevin Spacey had allegations of sexual misconduct, and that led to a scrapping his whole Kevin Spacey's whole entire scenes in the film and casting and getting Christopher Plummer on board to play J. Paul Getty. They had this movie already done in November, slated for a December release, and they had to go and do 9 days of reshoots costing $10 million, and pretty much which led to this film being made by Ridley Scott, which I thought was absolutely bold statement from Ridley Scott and just the whole entire Hollywood business in general, that they would take a gamble about this because that cost them a lot of money to do this. So that's just a little bit of backstory about the film. This movie takes place in Rome, 1973, and Paolo, who is J. Paul Getty III, is taken into a van, and he is kidnapped and abducted. Well, we find out that Christopher Plummer plays J. Paul Getty, and he is the kid's grandfather, and he is one of the richest people in the world. He is an oil tycoon who's made all of his money and made millions and millions and millions of dollars, and I think somewhere they had said that he was a billionaire. Men end up calling the boy's mother, played by Michelle Williams, who is fantastic as always, and they let her know that they have kidnapped her son and that they want $17 million. Well, then we see some flashbacks. Ridley Scott throws some flashbacks in there with the relationship of Christopher Plummer with his grandchildren. And we see that Christopher Plummer has taken an eye to Paolo, or J. Paul Getty III, and really liked him a lot. So Michelle Williams basically wants Christopher Plummer to try and help her out, but J. Paul Getty will not budge. He plays an absolute arrogant prick in this movie, and Christopher Plummer does an amazing job portraying this arrogant prick that does not want to save his grandson. He'll go to any means necessary to not spend money. So he sends Mark Wahlberg's character out to try to find his grandson. So the movie pretty much sets all that up. Overall, I enjoyed the film, and a lot of it had to do with, I was curious about, with all the controversy from the film. I was curious from the controversy surrounding Kevin Spacey's departure from the film. That led me to want to see this movie because I respect Christopher Plummer as an actor. I think he's a really good actor. And I was kind of curious with Ridley Scott on board. I really wanted to know what was going on. So I was intrigued to see it, and the movie did not disappoint me. Ridley Scott had been busy this year with obviously directing Alien Covenant and then bringing this film, All the Money in the World, out. Overall, I gave this movie an 84 out of 100. I really liked the direction that the movie went. It was a really dark, gritty type of film, and Christopher Plummer, the acting was absolutely excellent on Christopher Plummer's part as J. Paul Getty, as this ruthless oil tycoon who is so clouded by money and greed and wealth that it just clouds his whole entire world. That's all he thinks about. Michelle Williams, who doesn't care, she's completely the opposite of that. She is the type of person who just wants her son back. She doesn't care about the money. She doesn't have a whole lot of money to give, and that's why she is pleading with her father-in-law to give her this money to try to help save her son, his grandson. So, and Mark Wahlberg played a Mark Wahlberg type role. Nothing spectacular about that. But overall, I really enjoyed the film. I thought Ridley Scott really did an amazing job, especially cleaning up all that Kevin Spacey shoots and putting Christopher Plummer in. And keep in mind, this movie, again, 9 days that they took to film Christopher Plummer's scenes in the film and spent $10 million doing that. And this was within a month and a half of it being actually already slated for that release. So I thought that in itself was pretty impressive. But more importantly, have you guys seen All the Money in the World? If you have, did you guys enjoy the film? Did you not like it? What did you guys think about the controversy surrounding the film with Kevin Spacey's departure being dismissed off the set of the film? Sound off there in the comments. Did you think that Christopher Plummer did a great job portraying John Paul Getty? Sound off in the comments. Let's talk. And join me next time here at How's Hollywood Reviews when I bring you the greatest showman. And until then, we'll see you guys in Hollywood.